It is about 8:45 in the morning and look at my eyes. I cannot even keep my eyes completely open. That's how intense this sun is. You can even see the sweat line on my mustache. That's an indication of how hot it becomes this early in the morning.
Mumbai summers are getting horrible by the year.
And since I'm getting tortured by the Indian summer, let me tell you 5 things that I hate about summer. Before I get into this video, please feel free to show me some love. Click on the like and subscribe button on my channel. Your love is deeply appreciated. While growing up, I could feel the intensity of the summer in the middle of April going all the way to the middle of June. But along the years, things have progressively gotten worse. Now, in recent times, this intense spell of heat starts from as early as end of February or beginning of March. By the middle of March, temperatures reach as high as 35 degrees and progressively increase with time. These days, the heat wave is so intense that it is common to have temperatures hovering in the high 30s and even touching 40s. So today, summers have gotten more intense. Did you ever imagine that 15-20 years ago? Of course, I did not. Mostly it is because of the deforestation of trees. Trees have been replaced by tall buildings and skyscrapers and residential towers, and all we see is a concrete jungle instead of a tree jungle. Obviously, with the intense heat around, who would want to venture outside? Today it's a different story after all. We are staying indoors because of the pandemic. But even if there were no pandemic today, would you venture out in this intense heat? I know I wouldn't. I would like to stay indoors, even though I love to venture out, go to places, try out new restaurants. I wouldn't feel the need to do so because it's so hot outside. I would rather go for a takeaway instead. Yeah, so I hate to stay indoors for most of the time only because it is hot. And in fact, head out only when the temperature slightly dips. The intense heat added with humidity causes sweat. You just drip oodles of sweat on yourself. Is it worth dressing up only to realize that 5 minutes in the outdoor will completely drench you? Clothes become sweaty. There is sweat dripping from the inside of your clothes. You get sweat marks everywhere. You start stinking. I mean, what is the point of getting decked up only to realize 5 minutes later you're going to sweat? And every single time when you come back, you take off your clothes and you just want to shower. I mean, how many times would you take a bath during the day? What's the point of buying nice clothes then, if you're going to sweat in it after all? Have you ever tried opening the door of a car that is sunbathing? Have you ever tried touching the steering wheel, lowering down all the windows and turning on the AC? Doesn't help, because all you get is hot air from the vents, and there you go, you are sweating all over. You know how irritating I'm feeling just making this video? Because it's hot. Not because I hate making videos, but it is hot as hell. Summers cause a lot of irritation. I get irritated only by shushing all the time. Yes, the electricity bill and being at home due to the COVID 19 pandemic adds to it. So now that you are indoors most of the time, your AC is also on during the day. Back in those days, I used to turn on the AC only before going to bed. But these days, with the intense summer, ACs are on throughout the day. And what does that lead to? Yes, you heard me, increase utility bills. In the past, air conditioning was considered luxurious. You would find ACs only in corporate offices and five-star hotels. These days, you cannot live without an AC. You cannot survive without an AC. AC has become a sore necessity. These days, our houses are decked with air conditioners in every room, and you have to turn on the AC in whichever room you are in, and that leads to increasing utility bills. So, do you complain about summers the way that I do? Or do you love summers? Please let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed my annoying take on summers. Please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Show me some love. Your love means a lot to me. Till then, take care, and I shall see you in the next video.